Alright, we are live. First of all the people watching right now, let's see, we got the camera working. All the people watching right now, we're watching on demand. You guys are probably checking this out and being like, damn, I missed the live stream. Hey man, go ahead and hit the bell, man. If you hit the notification bell, you will get alerted every single time I go live, so you guys can kind of catch these in live action. Pretty soon we're going to be having the notification squad come up in here. Looks like we're live. Let's see, we are public, so yeah, we should be good now. So yeah, I mean, the big news today, man, I mean, I went live last week and announced some news about Eric Flowers, about the Jaguars signing Eric Flowers, which really wasn't all that big of a deal. You know, whatever, we just signed a street free agent. But today, man, we go out there and say, you know what, Fournette, we don't know when the hell he's going to come back. We can't just keep waiting around for this dude. Let's go ahead and trade the Browns a fifth-round pick for Carlos Hyde. So I'm going to get into that in a minute. Go ahead and give some shout-outs to the live chat. Chris Goody 1005 says, what's up? You're the first comment, man. He beat you, 28 Memco. He beat you, but hey, man, 28 Memco, thanks for coming by. Jags Nation, what's good? I saw your post on Instagram. That's good stuff. Chelsea Kelly, TGM Ghost, Jaden Davis, Jabari Owens, 49ers should have kept Hyde. Yeah, Jabari's a 49ers fan, man. Jabari could probably tell us more about Hyde than I definitely could. So, Chris Ruxell, we got Colonel Gamboa, Kyle Brokaw. Sup, man, excited about that. The Hyde is a Jag, man. It's going to be cool, man. Clint Taylor, what up, UCF? What's going on, Clint? All the way from British Columbia. We going international up in here. Taylor White, killing my fantasy leagues because I have Hyde and Fournette. I have Fournette on my fantasy teams, both of them, and he has completely screwed me. Both of my teams are terrible. A lot in part to him, but yeah, man, we're going to go and get into this, man. The Jaguars, obviously, I dropped the video earlier as quick as I could. Of course, the news dropped to me at work, but you know, it's always exciting when your team gets a new player, and especially in like a skill position like that. I mean, running back is one of the more exciting positions in the sport, probably right there behind quarterback. But you know, we go out there, man. We address a need. We have a huge need at running back. I mean, we start off the year, Fournette, Yeldon, Grant. Now we're down. I'm not going to flick you guys off, but we're down two of those guys. We have one guy left in Yeldon. Yeldon's still pretty banged up. So now we go from, like I said, Fournette, Yeldon, and Grant to Carlos Hyde, Yeldon, and Jamal Charles. Kind of a little flip, man. We would have never thought our backfield would look like this at the beginning of the year, but it's interesting. But only a fifth-round pick. You know, the money picks are in the top 4 rounds, you know. I'm glad we didn't have to give up like a third or something like that. It's a perfect pick to get to the Browns. The Browns are a team that just loads up on draft picks, man. They love doing that kind of thing. Jesse says, why does it say this video is private? I don't think this video is private. It seems like all you guys are commenting and stuff. Hey, Jags Nation just donated $4.99. Hey, appreciate the donation, man. What's up, Daddy the GOAT? Yeah, I mean, I like your Instagram, man. I'm always liking your stuff, always checking that out. So appreciate the donation, man. Always appreciate you, Jags Nation. Xavier, it always worked well for both teams because the Browns have Chubb, who is going to be better than Hyde, but Fournette comes back. This will be a good replacement. Yeah, the Browns were in kind of a log jam at running back, man. They had all kinds of players. They had, of course, they drafted Nick Chubb in the 2nd round. They also had Duke Johnson, who they extended him in the offseason just like they extended Carlos Hyde. So I'm not sure if they were really expecting to draft a running back in the draft. I don't know if they never thought that Nick Chubb would be there in the 2nd round. I don't know why they wouldn't believe that, just because there were several running backs that went before him. But yeah, man. David Blake, I like it. Last year we made a trade with the 5th-round pick to solve our biggest problem. Hopefully this year history is worth repeating itself. Yeah, for sure, man. Marcel Darius was a huge addition. You know, he's paying off even today. And really, a 5th-round pick, it's not too big of a deal. But now, going forward, if we were to want to trade for another player, you know, it does kind of suck not having that 5th-round pick, because that's a pick, you know, you usually like to trade away. But you know, we have other needs at the offensive position. Look, at the beginning of the year, we started off the season with Austin Safarian Jenkins. We started off the season with Niles Paul. We also had James O'Shaughnessy. Two of those guys are on the IR, and James O'Shaughnessy is not going to be playing on Sunday. So I don't know what the hell our tight end is going to look. I mean, I don't know if we're going to make more moves at tight end potentially. We already gave up that 5th round pick, and you're going to have to. 6th round picks aren't too much of really a draft asset for teams to really want to give up a good player. And a 4th round pick is kind of high. I don't like trading 4th round picks. Like I said, I don't want to be trading away anything in the top 4 rounds. Fournette is in the building. He says, "What's up, UCF? Do you know what combination of uniforms they're wearing on Sunday? They're wearing teal on white. So you're able to wear teal 3 times, teal jerseys, I should say, 3 times in the NFL season." And we're burning through 2 of them in the first 7 games. So we'll see when the next time we wear teal. We might be wearing teal potentially maybe on the Sunday night game against the Steelers. We'll see. Clint Taylor, Koyak is on the IR, right? Yeah, they waived him injured. I think they waived him because he was injured. I don't think he's on the actual IR, but I'm not sure. Lance says, "What's up with Lazard at tight end?" Man, I don't know what's going on with Lazard. I don't know if if they signed him to the practice squad or where he's at, but I'm not sure. David Bryan, Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, Koyak got released. Yeah, he got released. But I think he got waived just because he was injured. Jags 1 says, "Hey UCF, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? Trey Mirth, good trade. Needed a big back. Yeah, we did, man. We needed a bruiser, man. All we had was Yeldon and Jamal Charles, and they didn't really trust Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles really doesn't fit in all that well with the Jaguars offense. I mean, he's a good little piece. He might be a good little gadget guy, but we're a team that we want to be able to run between the tackle and guards, man. We instead of paying Al Robinson, we go and sign a left guard and Andrew Norwell big money. We have guys like Brandon Linder in there. When we drafted Cam Robinson, we drafted him to push players. I know he's not in there, but it's just the kind of philosophy that we've been using when we've been drafting. So it's big, man. Danny says, "Hey UCF, shout out from LA. Hey man, we going coast to coast up in here." I like that. Doug Tony, conspiracy theory. The Jags players were told they were going to move to London and players blew games on purpose to have Colin withdraw the bid for the stadium. Yeah, that's a major conspiracy, man. I had to. Jag players aren't out there blowing any games. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you they don't give a shit about the whole Shad Khan London thing. But yeah, I gave you power. Last comment. Just repost. If I didn't read your comment, man, just repost it. Brett Chandler, O-line is struggling without Linder. I believe Linder's been in there. Maybe I don't know if you're talking about Can. Brendan Ryan, Jaguars will miss playoffs. That's your opinion, bro. Ryan says, "When do you think Hyde will start and Fournette will be back?" I don't think Hyde's going to be playing at all on Sunday, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be more so of, I think Yeldon's going to be, it's going to be Yeldon and Jamal Charles, just because, dude, we just got this guy at 3 o'clock today, and if he plays Sunday, that's less than 48 hours that he would all of a sudden get in Jacksonville, pass the physical, learn the playbook. I don't think he plays Sunday. Next week against the Eagles, I would definitely expect him to play. And, if Fournette's not back by after the bye week, I would probably expect Hyde to probably play. David Bryan, with Hyde as Jaguar running back, which running back will get released? It'll be Dave Williams. Dave Williams, the power back that we got out of the Denver Broncos practice squad. He didn't play at all on Sunday, so kind of screwing the guy, man. We pick him off the Broncos practice squad, put him over in Jacksonville for a week, and if we don't sign him to the practice squad, I'd just be like, well, sorry. Go out and walk the streets, man. Jag Nation, let's bring Scott Orndorff back. He was good in the preseason. Yeah, he was pretty good. I don't know where Orndorff is right now, but that's a good point, man. Danny is from Hawaii. What's good, man? Oh, that's awesome. I love seeing where people are from, man. Scott Carr, being at home, O-line has no excuse not to play better. Yeah, they need to play better. I mean, they're playing against a pretty talented defensive front in the Texans. Texans have guys like J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney's coming into his own, like Whitney Merciless. They've got some good players on our D-line, and we're going to have to – I mean, we're a team. Our offensive line can push people better than can pass protect, so we got to be able to get some push, man. 28 Mimco, UCF, I'll get the #1 spot next time. I got beat today. Yeah, man. One guy was a little bit earlier than you, man. It's all good, though. I gave you power. Can you stream with Saw Sports? They're going to stream with Jagging Off on Sunday. I'm going to be at the game on Sunday, man. So, I don't know who Saw Sports is. I don't know who Saw Sports is, but is that like a Houston thing? I don't know. Clint Taylor, got to do something drastic for left tackle, unless the left tackle pickup for Giants works out. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I knew we would acquire at least one player through trade like this before the deadline, and you know we used one of them on Carlos Hyde. I don't know what else we really have to trade unless we want to go like a player for player type of thing. I know the Browns were actually wanting a wide receiver from us, but the Jaguars were like, no, we're too thin at wide receiver. Here's a 5th round pick. You know, it would have been too much. I'm glad we didn't trade any of our wide receivers. I don't know if I would have agreed if we would have traded like Cole or really any of the guys. I mean, maybe Moncrief I wouldn't have minded so much, but at the same time, man, like we're pretty injured at wide receiver, and I wouldn't. You know, we already had obviously Marquise Lee get injured. Jadon Mickens is out, so I mean we're pretty thin. I gave you power. Yeah, Houston Sports Channel. They said they reached out but didn't get a response. I never heard from any of them. Yeah, I never heard from anybody from Saw Sports. So I don't know how they reached out to me. Orndorff is a free agent for those wondering. Yeah, man, maybe, man. Maybe we can go after him. We'll see. I mean, we already promoted Greenwich from the practice squad, so that's one guy they have on there. But, you know, we'll see, man. Jimmy Popcorn, I'm on the ledge with this season, dude. Yeah, it's rough, man. We're in a 2-game skid where we're being outscored 44-0 at halftime. We got to get better. You know, we got to get better. And hopefully this game we can establish a run game. We can win the turnover battle. We can exploit Texans' bad O-line and, you know, and do this thing. So we'll see. Alex says, hey, UCF, I'm a big fan. Hell yeah, man. And everyone watching this, man, we got 55 people watching. Be sure to give it a like, bro. It'll be awesome, man. It really helps out the channel a lot. I give you power. I just wanted to see a Jags fan perspective. Yeah, I mean, I do previews. I do post-game reviews on every single game. I do my honest opinion. I'm not a TTC guy where I'll go out there and just talk shit about a team. I'll tell how it is, man. I'll tell you exactly how I feel about a team, and you know, I don't really bash, man. So you know, I don't care if you're in the AFC South. You know, I'll give my honest opinion. David Blake says they are superstitious. They are going to go black back to teal on white because it's what worked, and we are desperate for a win. I meant it's going to be 72. I changed my wallpaper to that. Yeah, I mean, I did notice that, man. It sucks how we're wearing the teal pants and we're sucking. I loved that black on teal combo. I loved it, but we played a bad game in it, and usually, like, whenever I see the black on teal again, I'm gonna think back to that game, and you know, we gotta make right. You know what I'm saying? Johnny, is Nick Foles available? You know, I know the Browns tried to trade like a 2nd round pick for Nick Foles, and they're, you know, before the season, and they said no, we want a 1st round pick. So I ain't trading that. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Brokaw, we are going to wear black on black for Sunday night game against the Steelers. Yeah, we'll definitely wear black on black in the London game. We always wear black on black in London, so it'll be interesting to kind of see that look. David Bryant, would have been nice if Gordon joined the Jags. Yeah, man, for sure. Grady Flint, Tony Romo calling our games has cursed us the past 3 times. He's called games for us. Watch, now we'll start winning. Hey, he called the Patriots game, the Jaguars-Patriots game. That worked out pretty well, but yeah. You know, they assigned him to Jaguar games these last 2 weeks, and, you know, maybe they might chill with that. Maybe they'll let him do until the Jaguars actually prove themselves better. I mean, last year the Jaguars didn't get Tony Romo until the freaking playoffs, so, you know, we'll see when we get him next. Let's see. Kenneth, you know how Tenney said he reached out? Yeah, I don't know. I might have, like, I mean, I'm not trying to brag or sound bashful, but I get a lot of comments on my videos, man. I get over 100 comments on each video, so, you know, a lot of stuff kind of gets lost in it. TGM, we have to hide Bortles. A little play on words there. How do you lose to Dallas? I don't know, man. RO says, honestly, consider how trash the Jaguars were the past 2 weeks. I'm surprised UCF isn't drunk from drinking too much liquor. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I don't drink too much. I got drunk on the Sports Tree live stream, but you know, I'm not too much of a drinker. London is a home game. We should trade for Amari Cooper. Yo, the Raiders are looking for a first-round pick for Amari Cooper. I'm good on that, man. I'm good. I'm not much of a guy that likes to trade around and stuff like that. I don't mind 5th-round picks, but if it's in top 4 rounds, I don't like that. And I know a lot of people, TGM, does anyone think we can get Teddy? They aren't. Saints already traded for Teddy Bridgewater. They're not going to trade him again. It's not going to happen unless you offer them a crazy amount of stuff. I mean, they look at Teddy and they probably think that he can continue after Drew Brees. I mean, they saw something in him to make a trade. So yeah, they're not going to be getting Teddy. A simple soldiering soldier says, "How long have you been a Jaguars fan?" I've been a Jags fan my whole life, man. Jaguars, I believe, are 23 years old. I'm like 24 years old, so I've been right around with them, man. Kenneth, it'd be nice to have them both stream together. Who's streamed together? Yeah, I mean, I don't usually do too many collabs, but I mean, usually when I do collabs, I'll like bring on like a person from another team to kind of help me break down their team. But whenever I do collabs, the numbers just aren't as good. Like the audience retention is down, and it's just not as entertaining for everybody. So I try to keep my videos short. Try to keep them short, sweet, to the point, yet still informational. So I think that does pretty well for me. 28 Memco, do you think Ramsey is humble now? He's being quiet. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna let us play on the field due to talking. It seems like he's not gonna go out there and give the media anything to write storylines about. But yeah. So Jesse says, did you ever play football? I played football. Pop Warner football. I played in junior high and I played freshman football, but I just wasn't big enough, man. I switched to lacrosse, and lacrosse worked out well from it fell for me, man. I played lacrosse at UCF. I played, a pretty high level in high school, so it was a lot of fun. David Blake, Gruden fire sale. You like Carr in the off season? I mean, we'll see. It's gonna take a lot to get Carr. I don't know. I don't think they trade Carr, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people like to throw around that, but. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be training for Carr. Jeffrey says, what do you think happens to Blake after the season? I think what will most likely happen is they'll keep him and they'll probably try to draft a quarterback, you know what I mean? And do like the old treatment when it comes to rookie quarterbacks. Have Blake out there start a few games, and then, once he struggles, put in the rookie. That's kind of how the trend goes around the league. BB Smith's in the building. What's up? Stink breath Tabitha. Will this be posted after you end the stream? Yeah, all of these is archived. All these get put on demand, so you can watch me back. Later on, if you're watching, man, you can watch this at any time. I'm gonna try to make this about 50 minutes to an hour live stream, so people have a fun show to look out for. You know what I'm saying? Reynaldo's in the building. What is good? I see you in the sports for your streams. That's pretty cool. David Neal, if we don't score in the first half, would you be against putting in Kessler? It depends on the circumstance. I mean, I get labeled a Blake Bortles apologist a lot of times, which is fine. But I just don't like when people are like, they want to find somebody to blame. So it's like, oh, let's put all the blame on this guy. You know what I mean? Like Bortles last game, I'm getting trolled for and everything, but he was like 6 for 8 in the first half. Like one of those was a crucial drop on a first down kind of play. I mean, I don't care who the quarterback was last game. I don't think we're coming out of that hole. You know what I mean? Like Dallas came out firing. They were scoring on every single possession they had in the first half, and it was just bad. But I don't know. I just think Blake is better than Cody Kessler. I'll be honest with you. And if the Jaguars get to see Cody Kessler every single day in practice, so they know a lot more about him than I do. So if they make the decision that they want to put in Kessler, then they put in Kessler. You know what I'm saying? I'll be behind it. But I just don't see it happening. I mean, if they didn't bench Blake Bortles after last season, I don't think they're gonna bench him now. But I wish they would kind of run with Blake a little bit more. I mean, he's I think we can use his legs as a weapon, especially when our offense is not really moving very well. That's just my opinion. Christopher Holder says that the Jags give up a 5th-round pick for Hyde, and Fournette's injury must be worse than the team is saying. Wouldn't be surprised if Fournette wouldn't be back after the bye. I honestly think that they just don't want to get ripped, you know. They don't want to be sitting around waiting for Fournette to come back, being like, is he going to play next week? All right, well, we're just going to hold off. You know, is he going to play next week? All right, we're just going to keep with this middling offense. They had to do something. We built this offense around a power run game. We don't have a power runner. We have TJ Yeldon and our backup running backs behind moves with Jamal Charles. Like, ugh. It's not good. JD Hawkhater, what's going on, man? The Hyde move seems like for next year, since Yeldon will be gone and Fournette is dependable. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Carlos Hyde is under a 3-year, $15 million contract. Next season, Jamal Charles and TJ Yeldon and Corey Graham will all be free agents. The only running back on our roster that will be under contract is Fournette. So we're going to have to make a move next season for a running back anyway. So, you know, Hyde is going to be a good little 1-2 punch kind of thing. He's also a pretty good like pass blocker. And he's hopefully will be dependable. You know, like he's better than Chris Ivory, I know. Hopefully he doesn't fumble the ball too much, but it'll be interesting, man. What's called? Kenneth beat New England without Gordon and Edelman and Sonny Michel run the ball like he was so did you guys. Hey, the Texans lost to the New England without Sonny Michel, Josh Gordon, and Edelman. So Salvi says when Fournette comes back, Hyde, Yeldon, and Fournette will have to split carries. We don't need all three of them. When Fournette comes back, Hyde, Yeldon, and Fournette had to split carries. We don't need all. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting once Fournette comes back because we're gonna have a pretty talented little backfield we got going on. David Neal, agree. If we could mix Cody Kletcher's arm with Buller's body and toughness, that'd be a heck of a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen much out of. I mean, I know he's. I just haven't seen much from him. I saw him in a preseason, but in the preseason you're just going against backups. I mean, preseason football sucks. I hate preseason football. I hate coming out and giving post-game recaps and everyone overreacts to things, and it doesn't show you anything. The preseason, and it drives me nuts. What's called Hyde historically can't stay healthy either, but in a committee he should be okay. Yeah, Hyde he actually stayed fully healthy in I guess 2017 and so far in 2018. I think he only missed like 3 games in 2016 if I was looking at things right. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. Phonics, I hope to God Yeldon stays on the team and a running back room and beat Fournette, Yeldon, and Hyde. I don't see them re-signing Yeldon, honestly. Like, I think he's going to get a pretty decent contract somewhere, and he's going to get in an offense that he fits in better with. Just because, I mean, if he goes into a passing attack kind of offense, that's best for him. Whether it be like the Chiefs or like Pittsburgh, like I was mentioning earlier, maybe even the Rams would want him to be their second running back. Just because like he's a really good pass protector. He's great in third down. He can catch the ball really well. He's a zone runner, and you know. Jaguars are a downhill type of run team, so I see the Jaguars maybe drafting a guy between the rounds of like 3 to 6. I mean, you can find good running backs in the later rounds, so I'll be interested, man. That dude Evan, what's going on, man? I saw him at the Jags game against the Jets. Me and Jets Central did. He said, "Hey man, what's up? Do you think the priority re-sign next season, Jalen Miles or Yannick?" The order goes. The order will go. Let me get maybe Yannick Ngakoue and Jalen Ramsey are 1A, 1B. I don't think you let any of them walk. Then I guess next is Miles Jack. Then next is Fowler Jr. Even though I don't think they were going to re-sign Fowler Jr. There's just not much money to give around. Ben the Scientist, Norwell has been playing below his contract. Yeah, man, last year he played completely mistake-free. Not this year, but hey, David Bryan's out of here. Hey, appreciate you for joining here, man. I gave you power. Jackson destroyed that O-line. Yeah, man. Hopefully. I mean, but the thing is, Watson is a scrambling quarterback. We haven't been able to do well against scrambling quarterbacks. We just got to we got to contain, man. We've got to do a good job of containing him, man. Greg says Dallas did a good job of confusing our defense. Halftime players didn't know where the ball was. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad game. Hopefully we can just put that in the past and move on. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. It was a bad game. I was streaming during the game. It was terrible. I didn't even know what to say in the live stream anymore. I had no energy. I had no passion. It sucked, man. But yeah. 28 Mimco, do you think Colin Kaepernick would be good for the Jags? Look, the Colin Kaepernick situation, man, he is clearly blackballed from the NFL. He's not going to be playing. So it's a mute point. It's almost not even worth like discussing just because he's not going to get a job. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, he's been blackballed. So it is what it is. Caesar says Ramsey keeps getting burnt. Yeah, he's playing through a little bit of injury is what I hear. So it kind of sucks. But whatever. Le'Veon to the Jags now, says Reed. We just traded for running back, so I don't think we're going to be trading for another one. Brendan says, do you think last year was a fluke for the Jags? I mean, I don't know. We were healthy last year. Our offense moved the ball. We were 10-6, AFC Championship game. Won some good games, but hey, man, we gotta prove ourselves, man. I mean, our offense is so damn injured, and it sucks. It really sucks how injured our offense is, but like I said, man, it is what it is, man. Kenneth said Watson holding the ball too long. Yeah, Watson, he's not doing a very good job of reading the field. He doesn't trust in his O-line at all. I mean, if you look at him, he's looking down and like scrambling early. He's just chucking a ball up in the air a lot of times, and he's had an interception in each game this season. So he's got to get better about reading the field, but as long as they've got to give him an O-line, man. They've got to give Watson an O-line. Any quarterback will struggle behind an O-line that's freaking sacking them right away and getting them all kinds of pressure. I mean, this dude's playing through like a punctured dam. Like long. Like what the hell? David says, I'm concerned about Yannick and Telvin. They're not playing well. Yeah, Yannick is actually playing pretty well. He's getting pressure. He's doing really good in the run, stopping the run, which has kind of been one of his weak points in the last few years. He's just, the sacks just aren't really there as much, but he's got a decent amount. I think he's got, 3, 4, or 5 or something like that. He had 2 last game, but yeah, Telvin isn't playing well, so he's got to do better. He's definitely got to do better. Telvin does, and he's a captain, so he's got to be able to lead by example out there. Ben says, what's wrong with Bortles? Well, look at his line. It's supposed to be decent, but it looks much like Trump's wall. It's not a single block been made. Sergio says, what's your thoughts on people who say we should get Tyrod and Bryant? Are you talking about Martavis Bryant? Tyrod Taylor, I mean, look, it's going to take at least a first or second round pick, I think, for Tyrod. And I got rid by this for last game, but Tyrod doesn't show me anything. I mean, I don't think it's that much of an upgrade. We all saw him in a playoff game against the Jaguars. He was literally just looked like Blake Bortles out there. You saw the Browns were playing pretty bad, losing all their games, and all of a sudden they put Baker Mayfield in, and they're a totally different team. So I don't know. Like, I'm not in favor of trading a bunch of draft capital for a mediocre quarterback when you could potentially get one in next year's draft. Maverick, who do you think will win a Florida-Georgia game? It's going to be a good game, man. Both teams with 1 loss. Florida looking a lot better than, everyone expected. Let's go Florida. How about them Gators? Caesar says Yannick is our best player right now. The MVP of our offense defense right now is probably Marcel Darius. He's been doing really good, just clogging up the run, and I like Marcel Darius. He was good. Speaking of trading 5th round picks for players, last year we traded Marcel Darius for a 5th round pick. That was well worth the trade, and this year we traded Carlos Hyde. So I'm excited to see what Carlos Hyde has to offer, man. Ben says, sorry for making you read political stuff on your video. I was just messing with someone in the chat. Nah, that's all good, man. Yeah, it's tough talking about the whole kneeling of the anthem thing, and it definitely gets political, and it's not something I like to really debate too much, just because there's really no right answer with it all, and it really brings in moral stuff. So, Phonics, do you think UCF will go undefeated again this year? I hope so, man. That'd be some exciting stuff, just because the playoff committee will probably lead them out, and everybody it's so fun trolling and getting all these college football fans all butthurt about UCF. I love it, man. I love it. What's called? RO on Sunday, offensive line will be more extinct than the dinosaurs. The defensive line will be feasting so much they would think it's Thanksgiving. What boy? Sam Bradford, but he's always hurt. Yeah, man, he's always getting hurt. Alex says, how many snaps do you think Carl Hyde will take in a Texans game? I think 0. I think he's going to be inactive. Look, I just don't see him coming onto the Jaguars and then in less than 48 hours taking snaps at running back. It's just all the stuff he has to go through with, flying into Jacksonville, going through his physical, getting all his uniform stuff fitted, getting into any kind of meeting with the Jaguars and learning the playbook. I think he'll play against the Eagles, but I don't see him playing next week. Maverick, UCF needs to play Florida or Alabama. Yeah, man. I mean, we Jaguars, man. I mean, not Jaguars, but UCF. They hung up a banner or a billboard over in Tuscaloosa saying, "Hey, nice college football playoff win. You guys want to schedule home and home?" They didn't do it. Louisville canceled on us. We had a home and home schedule with them. They decided to cancel on us last offseason after we went undefeated. We've played good Power 5 teams just in years that we haven't been all that good. In 2015, we played Michigan. In 2014, we played Penn State. Next year, we actually play Stanford in Orlando, so that's gonna be a fun game. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Ben to Science says, I'm a Rutgers fan, so I hate UCF, and I still can't call UCF national champs last year. See, my whole problem with the college football playoff system is like, look, in what college, in what like sports league can a team literally beat every single opponent they line up against until the very end and not be called champions or not be able to compete for a championship? Like, I mean, you look over at even like North Dakota State. They're in like Division 3 or something like that. They get to play at their own for a national championship game. Look, if Group of 5 teams, non-Power 5 schools can't play for a national championship, why are we even in like the FBS? Like, why are we in there? It doesn't make sense. Like, break off and like get our own like playoff system or something like that. It's just they're excluding potentially good teams that could potentially make a run, and unless they extend it to an 18 playoff, man, it's always gonna be a flawed system. It's just my opinion. But hopefully we can move to the Big 12 soon. They only have 8 teams right now in the Big 12, so maybe we can make a move over there. Maverick, my Gators play Miami and Orlando next year. Yeah, man, I'll be cheering for Gators that game. Jesse, what do you think about the Jags getting old? I don't know what that means. We're still a decently young team. Ben the Scientist, and that's why Rutgers left ACC for the Big Ten, or AAC for the Big Ten. Yeah, I mean, if we got some kind of invite, I mean, you gotta look. Orlando has a nice little TV market they got going on. UCF is the second largest school in the United States when it comes to like enrollment. They're pumping out all kinds of alumni. It'd be wise for a team to pick them up in a power conference. Brendan says if UCF made the playoffs, they would get destroyed. How you know that? Hey, by the way, man, UCF whooped Pitt. Notre Dame barely beat Pitt. Notre Dame, trash team. If you're going to call UCF trash, Notre Dame is trash. I don't think Notre Dame is any good at all. And Brian Kelly's always getting exposed, man. They went to the... I remember when they were in the national championship game, they went like undefeated and they got waxed by, I think, like Alabama or Ohio State or something like that. Yeah, it's not good. I love how UCF went from college high to college football. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going with the flow of the chat, man. It's a little Friday night live stream we got going on, man. Love sitting around, man, talking football. Maverick, my Gators will finally beat FSU this year. They're looking better, man. Gators got to stop that little losing streak they had to FSU, man. It's not good. It's not good for the state, man. It's not good for the power of the state, that's for sure. I wish UCF had a shot to play one of the teams in the state, but they don't, unfortunately. Taylor says Jags missed the playoffs and finished 8-8. We'll see. Jesse says, whoa, get on that hot on the stad. Grady, how many sacks are defense getting this game? Hopefully 5 or 6. I mean, expose their O-line, man. Last year, obviously, we had 10 against this team. in the first game of the season. So let's have another sack party, man. Oro says, might as well rename my channel to UCD Niner. University of Central Dakota. I don't know what UCD stands for. Alex says, how many snaps do you think Jamal Charles will have in a Texans game? I would expect him to get, I don't know how many snaps, but I would probably expect him to get at least 6 to 10 touchdowns. Or not touchdowns, hopefully touchdowns, but touches. David, which team had hottest female fans, New York or Kansas City? I don't know, probably New York. New York, there were a bunch of hot girls around around New York. Didn't really see many around Kansas City, to be completely honest with you. But at the same time, it was pouring out rain, so not much skin being shown. Maverick, who's your favorite NBA team? I like the Magic, but Magic suck, and I'm not a big NBA fan. So I started paying attention once the conference finals come about, and I like LeBron, man. I'm a LeBron fan. I want to see the best player of all time, and I'm not saying he's better than Jordan, but I never got to see Jordan play, so I'm kind of cheering for LeBron to take that GOAT status. Christopher, pop quiz: what do Leonard Fournette and Jamarcus Russell have in common? They both went to LSU. They're both big black bald men. They both, I don't know. They both got drafted to the AFC teams. RO, if the Warriors didn't play in NorCal, my favorite team would have been the Kings. Ooh, that's a good choice, man. I don't think the Kings are very good. What's called Maverick? I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm a Lakers fan right now. Yeah, I mean, as long as I just want I just cheer for LeBron. I mean, I don't like Golden State just because I'm not a big fan of dynasties, and I like how LeBron. I thought it was cool how he. I wasn't a big fan of him in Miami, but I thought it was cool that he came back to the Cleveland, won them a title. I liked how he was always kind of undermanned when it comes to talent. He was always the underdog in the finals, and I always like to cheer for the underdogs, man. Everyone's saying Laker life. Brendan, teams always play better when they're playing against prestigious programs like Notre Dame, and UCF barely beat Memphis. So UCF is a top 10 team. UCF hasn't lost since 2016. Every team gives UCF their best chances. They want to knock them off. So, yeah, Notre Dame, they're just not a good team, dude. Footballer 503, man, I'm trying to be nice here as a Texas fan, giving credit to y'all's talent, and all y'all do is ignore. I don't know. I'm not purposely ignoring any comments, man. I got comments flying up in here, man. I got like 59 people watching me. Oh man, appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to give the stream a like, unless you're the Notre Dame fan and you're probably gonna dislike it. But yeah, man, appreciate all you guys for watching, staying here with me, man. Jaguar 916 says, order my custom teal jersey in my 4th in 3 months. Ooh, did you get it like customize your last name or what? Christopher says, is it too early to call a bust on Fournette? As long as he just got to be healthy, man. I mean, if he keeps getting injured, man, then he probably will be a bust. Benjamin says UCF football team will be in the playoffs this year. I doubt it. I mean, I try to be unbiased, and their schedule really isn't that tough. But at the same time, man, they beat every single team they line up against. You know what I'm saying? They're not cowering away from anybody. It's not like they're saying, hey, UCF, do you guys want to play Alabama? It's not like we're like, no, we'll just keep playing we'll keep playing ECU. No, they ain't backing down from anybody, man. So yeah, we'll see, man. Sean says, dilly UCF, you're funny as hell, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Just out here doing my thing, man, interacting with the people. David Neal, do you think Blake will be more confident going against a team he swept last year? Hopefully, man, because he don't look too confident right now. You gotta start off hot. We gotta start off just firing away, man. We gotta get a score early. I mean, even 3 points in the first half will be improvement for what the shit that's just going on lately. So we gotta get in the rhythm rolling. Hopefully the crossing routes are there, because that's our best move in the passing game. Let's see. Zane says hi. What's up? Should I start Hyde? Says Jake the Badass. Nope. I don't think he's gonna play Sunday. I'll be honest with you. I think he's gonna be inactive because he's had no time to learn the playbook. Maverick, I heard that Florida Georgia game is basically like a playoff game this year. It could be potentially for the king of the SEC East. Because I believe Kentucky has one loss, but it's gonna be interesting, man. Phonics, Jags picking up Mackenzie Milton when it's his draft. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't really been paying too much attention to draft prospects, but it'll be interesting to see how Mackenzie Milton shapes out of a college prospect. I mean, he's like 5'11". He's really short. I don't think his hand size is that big. He's got a rocket of an arm. He's got a little bit of a weird delivery. He can hurt you with his feet. He's an exciting player, but, I think he needs another year of development, really, like from what I've been seeing. 28 Memco, do you think the Jags remain in Jacksonville? Quick answer, yes. People saying Hyde will not play Sunday. Yeah, I don't think Hyde will play Sunday. Jaguar 916, on my way to Florida in November, flying into Orlando, then driving to Jacksonville. Yeah, a lot of people fly into Orlando because Orlando flights are cheap as hell. Gotta love that about Orlando, man. One time I went from like here to not Kansas City, but San Diego for like a little over $200. That's cheap, man, for a transcontinental flight. So it's cool, man. Jags are lit. We lit. But yeah, we've been going live for 40 minutes. You clowns have been watching me for 40 minutes on a Friday night. Don't you guys have better things to do? Wait, don't I have better things to do than be here streaming? Fuck me. Whatever. I'm gonna keep doing this. Jaguar 916, Sacramento, Orlando, baby. Hell yeah, man. Which game you going to? November. I predict you're going to the Steelers game. That's the only game on top of my head I know is November. Brandon says, do you think Aaron Colvin will have a good game since he might know some of the plays? Is Colvin, I heard he, did he get injured? I don't know. Like, I heard he got injured last game and it was pretty bad. Let me look up, let me go on my Twitter. Go on a Twitter sphere. Let's see. I'll go on it right here. Colvin with a C. Yeah, he's going to Steelers. I predicted it right. Yeah, Colvin's on IR. Appreciate everybody for. We got David Blake. We got Victor. No, he didn't say that. And RO said that. Yeah, I don't know if he's on IR. Rick Blue tweeted Aaron Colvin out for Sunday game. So, yeah. Brendan says put Mackenzie Milton in the Power 5 conference. He would get exposed. If UCF played Notre Dame would get exposed because Notre Dame just isn't a good team. Jesse, no, not Colvin, such a good tackler. Yeah, he's gonna be out on Sunday. So, what's up, Bo? What's up, Bo? We got Bo in the mix. What's up? Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. Yeah, he needs to be in more of my videos, man. He needs to. His takes on the Jags just aren't very good, to be honest with you. 28 Mco, I'm working at the fire station tonight and watching UCF. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody in the fire center, bro. I like it. Jesse, what's up, puppy? Yeah. Brandon Duran, Bo's in the building. He's literally in all my videos. He's literally right behind me. You guys just don't know because I don't put the camera down there. Victor, who do we trade to pick up Carlos Hyde? We traded a 5th round pick. 5th round pick. Good investment. I like it. Yo, what do y'all think of my, I got this Ramsey thing in the back here. Look, it's autographed right, I don't know if y'all can see it, right there. It's autographed. It's good stuff. It's actually great stuff. Let's see if I can center this out here. Dude, I love this new camera, man. I can actually move around because I used to just use my laptop webcam. It wasn't as good, man, not high quality. Now I can be out here, man. You guys are seeing me in all kinds of, like, pixels and shit. 1080 pp and not like this 480 bullshit that these cheap motherfuckers like to use. Ben the Scientist, Raptors already won the game, go Raptors. We got Toronto fans up in the building. We up here in Canada. We got Canadians up in here. Jerry's World was off the hook. Oh yeah, you went to that game. Yeah, I hear it's a real party atmosphere there, man. I hear Jerry makes it a real event, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, RO, how did Sackno end up 129 to 149? Where the fuck did defense go? Did it turn around? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about NBA, guys. I can talk about college football. I can talk about how good UCF is. I can talk about how much Notre Dame sucks. And yeah, Phonics, who would you interview if you could interview anybody from the Jags? If I could interview anybody from the Jags? And that is a very good question. Shout out to Fox for the great question. I would interview probably Telvin Smith. I feel like that'd be a fun interview. I feel like I'd be a little bit intimidated by Jalen Ramsey because he's like, I don't know. I feel like I'd ask him questions that he'd like poo-poo everything I say. Poo-poo. But yeah, I've already interviewed D.D. Westbrook. D.D. Westbrook is a cool-ass dude, man. That was a cool interview. Got his autograph, right, Sean? Right, Sean? What are you doing, Bo? What you doing? Telvin's a good dude. Would be fun. Yeah, I love Telvin Smith, man. He's great with the fans, man. He's a vocal guy. He's funny as hell. I feel that'd be a fun interview. Brandon, I was thinking the same thing. Seems a little different without Puzz. Yeah, man. Robert says, I have a question. I have been wondering if Miles Jack is not communicating coverage is right. Yeah, I mean, I just think the issue, I don't know, I'm not sure what, honestly, I didn't break down too much of the Dallas film just because I watched the first half and I got sick. But it's just, people are getting toasted, man. It's bad, like, A.J. Boye's not doing well in coverage, and it's just been bad. Ooh, we got the Notre Dame fan back in here. Ooh, how many top 25s has UCF beaten? Notre Dame has beaten 3 so far this season. UCF has beaten 7 this season. So yeah, we're pretty fucking good, man. We can't be stopped. Like, we are so much better than Notre Dame. Like, it's not even funny, to be honest with you. Salvi, what are your thoughts on Boye this season? Every time I hear his name, he is getting burnt. Yeah, Boye has not been good the last couple of games. I don't know if it's his dreads. I don't know if it's he's not like into it, but he was definitely motivated last year by a lack of respect, but he's definitely earning that lack of respect this year. But, you know, hopefully the defense, man, they gotta look at themselves in the mirror and be like, yo, we gotta be able to carry this team, man. We gotta look at ourselves in the mirror and like figure out what the hell we are. And they know what they are. They know the kind of level they can compete at. Like, they have this basically the same exact team from last year except no Puzz and no Colvin. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know what it is, man, but they've got to learn how to play better. Victor, Jalen Ramsey, very quiet this season. He didn't get quiet until the Dallas game. Once the Dallas game, he shut the hell up. JagFan85's in the building. This is a reach out to Jags players because most of them watch UCF vids. Tweet out UCF for a live interview for the peeps. Yeah. David Neal, do you think Moncrief played kind of soft against Dallas? Didn't look. Yeah, I agree with you, man. He did not look into it, man. He looked like he was just like. He doesn't look into it, man. He looks soft. He doesn't look like he's like, which is weird because he's in a contract year. You know, you would think that he'd be out there trying to ball out for a new contract, but he's I don't know. He didn't look into it. He's got to be the leader, man. We had Marquise Lee get injured. He's got to step up as that 5th-year vet, but you know he's not doing it, and it kind of sucks, man. Timothy Connor, does Blake choke Sunday or not? No, he's gonna be like 85% completion percentage, 425 yards, and 5 touchdowns. It's gonna be a really good game. In other words, what's up, buddy? We need to stop those QBs on that run. Yeah, dude, we got to stop the QB runs, man. It ain't been good. But yeah, I'm probably gonna sit in here for another 2 minutes. I'm gonna read off the last bit of comments. JagFan85, what section you sitting at in Sunday? Bud Zone, club seats? I don't have tickets Sunday yet, man. Hey, if any of you guys are selling tickets or anything, 2 tickets, holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get into that game. Hit me up on Twitter. You can find me in the links below, man. I got Twitter. I got Instagram. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. What do you think? You're going to watch this stream and not follow me? The fuck's wrong with you, man? Follow me. Follow me. Sorry, I'm getting a little heated. I got to cool down, man. But yeah, for real though, follow me in the links below. I'll be looking out for you guys. Jesse, what's your dream vacation? My dream vacation is the February Jaguars in the Super Bowl. I'm in Atlanta. I'm partying it up, man. I'm hammered. We're out there fucking getting lit. Jaguars winning 44-2 because we'll give them 2 points because why not? Victor, you said buy me a ticket. No, you buy me a ticket. I'm trying to buy myself a ticket. Bro, you should go in for free. What the? Yeah, dude. I should just be let in. I should just go up there, show my credentials. My credentials as in maybe my hat or just pull up my channel like my creator studio thing. But yeah, man. I should be able to. We should form a petition for that, man. When do you think we are going to get a dominating tight end for Blake to depend on? God, I wish we had a tight end, man. I've been getting so jealous. Like, I see Vance McDonald over here just, like, freaking stiff-arming the hell out of people. Travis Kelce, Gronkowski. These grown-ass men coming out here and just manhandling people. Man, I want that. Jaguars have never had a really, really good tight end like that. Man, it'd be fun to have. Jaguar 916, seriously, sit next to Tom Coughlin. Yeah, man, I could be sitting there writing stuff down in my notes. You guys see Tom Coughlin, man. He's up there just like freaking writing down all kinds of stuff. Love to see what he's writing down. Sean agrees that I should be letting Gangster free. Yeah, man. 28 Memco, do you think some of the Jags players watch you? I remember when I was going through and like taking pictures, because I'm over here fanboying with some of the players, and William Poles, I took a picture with him. He was an offensive lineman that got cut. In training camp. He said that he's watched my, like, he said he saw my hat and everything. He's like, hey man, I've seen some of your videos before. I'm like, no shit. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. Like, it made me realize I can't be coming on here like bashing players, man. But yeah, man, we got 67 people watching. Be sure to give me a like, unless you're a Notre Dame fan, then dislike. But yeah, man, definitely leave a like, because not only does it help the channel, but it helps my heart. It helps my spirit. It helps me get up in the morning. It helps me keep going. It helps me keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? The subscribers, the likes, the views, the comments. People coming out here and saying, hey, UCF, what up? Holla. You know what I'm saying? It all hits me right here, right in the freaking heart. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a heart attack. Jesse says, what was your worst injury? I've broken my arm before. I have tore my bursa sac of my knee. I have broken my foot. I got knocked out and woke up in an ambulance one time from a lacrosse ball. I was quite the injured lad in my younger years, so yeah. David, shout out to Curtis Taylor. He's 8 and watching UCF with me. Hey, shout out to Curtis Taylor. Thanks for coming in here, man. 8 years old, man. Jaguar fan. I love it. I gotta keep my language down though, but I love it. Thomas, Jaguars 2017 could be Raiders 2016 all over again. Nope. Don't bring that up in here. We're gonna come back, man. We're gonna come back. We're gonna go like 13-3, home playoff game. We're not gonna let a single team score on us in the playoffs. It's gonna be a magical run, guys. Just put your seatbelts on and let's go. UCF Jaguar was once made of glass. I prefer to say I'm more made of like muscle milk, because I'm fucking ripped. Except not really. Maybe one day though, right? Danijah says, got to remember we had some blowouts last year also. Yeah, we'll see, man. We gotta bounce back, man. Jesse says, I'm going to the game with the Jags masks. Ooh. I'll look out for you then. If I see anybody with a mask on, I'll be like, yo, Jesse. Hey, yo, Jesse. Jesse. Yo. Whatever. You didn't turn around and say, hey, so you're lost. Jaguar 916, we need to go to the playoffs. Best football is in January. Yeah, man, playoffs was so fun last year, man. It was so fun. It was so fun seeing the Jaguars go out there and like win playoff games, and there were 4 teams left that were still alive. Jaguars were one of them. Man, it was so much fun, and hopefully we get to repeat the same kind of stuff this year, man. Maverick says, I am going to the Jags Steelers game maybe. I hope you get to go, man. It's going to be a fun game. I'm not going to be going, but we'll see. David Neal, have you ever come close to fighting opposing teams' fans? Believe in a Giants game, I was talking a lot of smack, and one guy threw a lighter at me. A big lighter. Big lighters are expensive, man. That's no small deal. He felt like that about me. And I just said, hey man, thanks for coming by and showing up and taking this L. Chiefs, I'm surprised, dude. In a Chiefs game, man, I was so pissed in the second quarter. Like, I swear, if one Chiefs fan said something wrong with me, there was a good chance I might have just punched him in the face. I mean, I don't know. I was really mad. RL, I haven't experienced playoffs in 5 years, 6 years since I experienced a home playoff game. Yeah, the 49ers are actually, them and the Jets, I think, had the longest playoff droughts right now. So they got to be able to break that, man. Jesse, it depends on the Jags match. Most likely bring a small flag fold out. Maverick, I wish I went to the Jags-Pats game. Yeah, that and the Dallas game were the two games that I've not gone to this year. JackFan85, Sugar Bowl wanted to kill Louisville fan. Are you a Gator fan? Must be a Gator fan. Because Louisville smoked the Gators in the Sugar Bowl over there. Alex says, I'd rather watch your live stream and listen to Tony Romo commentate Jaguars versus Texans. Yeah, I'm actually not going to be commentating Jaguars Texans. I'll actually be at the game one way or another. But yeah, JTS Jess says that thumbnail though. Yeah, I had to take a thumbnail picture and I was like, this might be funny. But yeah, it's fun live streaming the games, man. It wasn't fun. We were getting whooped. It's going to be fun when games were actually close, kind of like the Patriots game. The Patriots game was a blast to stream. The Dallas game, it couldn't be any worse than that. It sucked. Corey, you're going to the Miami game? I'm going to try to, man. It's not for a while. I'm kind of a last-minute kind of person when it comes to my plans. So, and if you guys are enjoying, please give it a like, man. The likes help me out a lot. I am like act like I'm an Instagram model and you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we live on, man. Jay Reed about to catch up on his highlights. Yeah, man, look at some. Carlos Hyde was actually ranked the number in the top 100 players for what it's worth. He was ranked like number 98. So, players around the league respect him, so that's pretty cool. Victor, do you think the Jags should draft Will Greer in 2019? I'm not going to be talking too much draft just because I don't know enough. I don't know what we're gonna be drafting. We could be 3-13. We could be Super Bowl champions. Like, it's impossible to project. Right now, guys, we're tied for first place in the AFC South with 10 games left to play. I'm not trying to talk draft right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. There's other people out there that might do it, but not here. Not here at UC at Jaguar headquarters. Nah, Instagram models don't wear clothes. Don't wear Jaguars clothes. Yeah, they don't have the Jaguar. They ain't repping the Jaguar, the UCF Jaguar, the Gin Jaguar. The flags. Hopefully I'll get a new London flag soon. Damn, this is a little tilted. There we go. There we go. Is that aesthetically pleasing for you guys? Do you sing Christmas songs all year? Oh yeah, all year long. I'm always singing. Ben says, forget the 2019 draft class. The 2020 draft class will be better than 2014. We shall see. We got a lot of draft experts out in the building. You guys should start your channels and so I can tune in for you guys for some draft coverage, man. Maverick, do you think Browns go to the playoffs? Before the season, I actually predicted the Browns to be in a wild card spot. So, wouldn't I look like a genius if that actually happened? Wouldn't I look like a genius? Wouldn't I? That's what I thought. So let's see. Hanging with Muff. Pass rush has been good. Not as good as expected. But yeah, I'm probably about to end this stream, man. I've been live for 58 minutes. Where is time gone? What the what? But alright, guys. I appreciate all you guys for coming in here, man. My next video probably comes Sunday. You know, I don't know if I'll be doing any live streams. We'll see. But, hey, man. Like I said, be sure to like the video, man. Follow me on social medias. Twitter, Instagram. Add me on MySpace. Those are the 3 platforms you can find me on. You can find me on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Ding the bell. All that good YouTube stuff that YouTubers say. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching my video. Yeah, you're gonna get that here. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for joining, man. I really do. I had fun with it, man. About to go. Maybe drink some beer. Maybe get some ice cream. Maybe not a root beer float. Maybe just a beer float, man. That sounds kind of good. But hey, guys, I appreciate all you guys, man. Have a good night.